Like you want to do some Primal and you flex, is there Magnus, like neither of these heroes, they don't really do it for me.
Already no one takes out Crit. AUI seem to be horribly wrong. He's very not confident in that answer as well. My goodness. But yeah, we have quite the draft here from both sides as Game 2 is now upon us. Pvision 1 game away from making the grand finals. Will the nerves kick in?
Well, if AUI thought a big part of the last game's problem was that they lost 4 bounty runes, well, let's switch it up for First Blood and 3 bounty runes. I don't know if that's really an improvement over the previous experience.
Yeah.
Well, the ultimate result of this should once again be that no one will be pretty happy in the mid lane. This time, no Satyr to bother him, at least for now. And he will be playing the Beastmaster against Pangolier. A pretty easy matchup for Beastmaster in the first few levels. Then when Pango starts being able to kill boars, this could get a little more interesting. But do you think this early start should be good for him?
This is the real story of the game, of course. They banned his Monkey King. They banned his Slark. What will he pick? It's a half horse, half man. Amazing. Centaur is picked for 9 class.
And of course, now that we're 1 minute 27 seconds into the game, it's time to start thinking about the cart and what that's going to do for this game.
I've never seen him play Centaur, so I don't know if he's a cart enjoyer, you know? What can you do? He's gonna.
And also, how is he going to climb trees as Centaur? That is another question that remains to be. We need to find an answer for.
The old Stampede, you could traverse through terrain, but no more. Now you're just a slow horse. Of course, he has that facet, so he doesn't really need boots. We're not seeing the Counter-Strike facet ever taken.
No.
Which is really sad.
You're playing against Dragon Knight, who's going to go green facet, so all the physical damage, you have a lot of armor. You're playing against Pango, who's all physical. Oh. And you're almost dead.
Lotus applies Titanic. Dives under the tier 1 to Amar. Cinderan's curse is just delayed. Shield crash used as well. As bottom, looks like Amar's the one in trouble. Satanic has the Metamorphosis activated, and this is 3 members of Pvision gonna bring Amar down. No one gets off the roar just in time, but there's not gonna be any backup to try to go on top of Malrine. Instead, the Rolling Thunder will be completely free to rain right on top of no one's corpse.
Test and get this wisdom. This will be a level 3 Centaur minute 7.
Yes, he is hurting big time. 5 seconds to come, snaking onto the high ground. Will get the vision needed. 9 class absolutely cannot stand here. He's going to get bushwhacked. Gets off the hoof stomp, but dies shortly after. So Snaking takes the shrine, and Amar gets the other. So something. I didn't want to say anything because it's the upper bracket finals of TI, and it seemed kind of dumb to bring it up in the middle of something so prestigious.
Kind of weird that you did that, actually.
Yeah.
Here they come into smoke.
Smoke.
Looking for the wrap.
Malrine.
They'll find it.
Dragon Tail. This is a big pickoff if they can get it. And the cookie's not going to be enough as Malrine just completely destroys him.
9 minutes, 3K lead.
I mean, even if Falcons end up losing this game, this is something that other teams will be looking at. Be able to ban both the Slark and the Monkey King as Satanic bushwhacked in, but you can see the TP's coming for Pvision. Sharpshooter does a lot of damage, but it's not quite enough. Sunder onto his own illusion to stay alive, but the Rolling Thunder, Malrine is there with the rest of Falcons nearby to finish the job. They get Ducalis as well as Satanic. Big kills as 9 class is basically a creep at this stage.
Surprising players to do it with a 9 class.
Yeah, if only he was playing the Terrorblade in this case.
Yeah,
9 class.
He's going to get jumped by Skitter.
See, well, waiting for the Stampede, but the Dragon Tail comes first. 9 class. He will be using the Stampede. They're going to try to turn this right around with the Black Hole available, but the Fiend's Gate comes out. Mortimer's Kisses with the Black Hole right on top. They get the DK. Looks like they will find 9 class in the end, but at what cost exactly? DM's going to get the cookie to stay away. You'll be perfectly safe, so...
Killing a Satyr Mindstealer, it took him about 15 seconds to kill a medium creep without retaliate.
And Ducalis can be found by Malrine. Completely drained of... 9 class has to use the Stampede, but he gets Dragon-tailed. Cookie to follow. And the Orchid used from Skeeter, attempting the TP. Bushwhack will connect. This will be the death of the Centaur. And we can see on the Tormentor side, Amar will be going to town. And it will be snaking, so Ancients at his disposal.
The Ripper's Lash on Chen with 12 skeletons is just something else.
Yeah. And looks like they will get that second tier 2 as the age is 40 seconds away.
DM thinking about this wisdom. see if Amar calls the bluff here. I think he's a little bit uncertain about whether he can get away with it, but okay, well, with DM TPing out, this plays itself. We're going to have the 1-for-1 trade.
You'd say that, yeah. You were correct. Good job.
I do indeed say that. Thank you for listening.
Well, 9 class going for a Blink Dagger next, so actually not anything too crazy. I was expecting some big switch-ups here from the position 4 Centaur. Still obviously a ways away. I mean, he went for a full hoof stomp double edge build, so his farm is completely dependent on just double edging creeps and using the Helm of the Dom.
I mean, there is surely no other build this game than Blink Axe, right? No joke. What else are you really buying here? Your Enigma is buying the auras that you need. Your job is to try to save people that get Dragon Tail. Most likely later in the game. Be there for your Terrorblade, drive him into the fight, and let him attack freely. However, when you're playing support Centaur and you go Ags, you don't have those tankiness items. So when you run in on it as a workhorse, you might just get killed almost instantly. So that's a little bit tricky. I do think it is the path that he is bound to take. Can also drive in the Enigma for a nice black hole.
Oh yeah,
that's fun. But right now, I think the Axe is a complete pipe dream. He's 5,000 gold away from having that and Dagger, which means he would have to almost triple his net worth.
Almost there. Hell yeah.
For 9 class.
Let's hear it for Spectre, everybody.
Most random thing.
Skeeter blinks to the high ground, gets roared for his trouble, but you can see the Fiend's Gate of Amar on the way, so this will be the death of Ducalis at the very least. And no one already exiting the premises. Not feeling confident to be able to take Roche.
They want to find a pick instead.
Against the Enigma.
Skitter's just going to run in.
Yes, he is. Malrine, he gets Malefice to start things out, and they're going to be able to get the silence on this Enigma DM. Stampede, he is all alone right now. See if he goes for a black hole play. Probably not, as Malrine finally gets the connection. It takes such a long time. It's even the creep helping out with the congregations of the deep, and the swashbuckle finishes the job. Thorn now and the Aegis, Roche banner placed, and this is where Pvision have to make some serious decisions on their defense.
Nice Manta
Nice Manta for Satanic. Dragontail completely dodged as the Rolling Thunder comes in right on top of Satanic with the roar used on Malrine. The Force Star's going to keep it safe. It's a double black hole with the Mortimers from above. Do they have the damage? The BKBs mitigate most of it though, and now Pvision on the retreat. Big swashbuckle coming in from Malrine with the shield crash to follow. No one is dead just outside his base. Satanic drops as well along with DM. That is 4 dead for Pvision. Only 2 buybacks available. A full team wipe. Falcons lose nothing. They still have Aegis for 3.5, and these buildings will absolutely melt.
It's a completely similar fashion to game 1, just for the other team. Pvision, they don't have the damage. They're getting a 2-hero black hole, they're getting the roar off, they're using Snap Ult, Terrorblade meta, and Falcons just shrug it off.
And they're going to go straight for the Megas.
And they just don't care.
Likely the final fortification of the game. These creeps do not give a shit about that though, as the buyback comes out from no one. Of course, there's no black hole once DM is back up and running. Another 100 seconds away. This is surely going to be mega creeps, and indeed 30 minutes in the game, Falcons with megas. Who can be correct? Will it happen? Big smoke though.
20 seconds.
This would be a dieback for no one. He pops the BKB, trying to retreat, gets off the Primal Roar. Looks like he's fine, although Malrine has something to say about that. There's the cart from 9 class. Huge plays from him using nothing. Nobody's in the cart. No one. He dies right outside of the cart. Truly unfortunate for the position 7 Centaur. 2 dead for Pvision, and now Falcons looking to end the game. Satanic calls GG, and that's going to mean Game 3 on the way.
And 9 class is going to be upset with that last fight. He followed the team's instructions and said, put no one in the cart. And that's exactly what he did. Wasn't able to reach anybody. And they're laughing.